Hey, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, I am so glad to be back in this house again. I have uploaded officially the first part of this series, and I'm so excited about how this is going to turn out. And how I just kind of get to build with you guys. So what I'm doing right now is actually a voiceover. So I'm actually cutting this video down a little bit because I hem and haw a lot for this foyer with the stairs and stuff. Originally, when I first made this video, I pre-recorded it back in early October, and it is now early November, and it's been on the back burner because I did a very lofty speed build of the PT house for my first grand opening video of this channel, and it took forever, and I wanted to get it out by Halloween, which I did not succeed in doing. I was a day behind, but I digress. This recording was done when it was still kind of like oddly warm, so we had the AC on, like, as I live in the Midwest in the USA, and it was like an oddly warm day, so we had the air conditioning on, and the audio was just terrible, so I couldn't save it, but luckily I still have the video footage, so I'm just doing a voiceover of that today. So yeah, I will kind of let you guys know I didn't know about that glitch of the railing and the banisters and stuff like that until I started building, and it took the longest time trying to figure out if it was something that I was doing wrong or what, but I actually ended up going to Answers HQ, and apparently it is a well-known and documented glitch right now. So that took me a while to figure that out. Yeah. And I think, spoiler alert, I don't end up keeping these stairs either anyway. So if you didn't like these stairs, happy birthday. Because we don't keep those anyway. I think I ended up using the CC content, the CC pack, the Nostalgia Living Stuff pack stairs, which I didn't see until I was editing another video. So you'll see that, I think, in the next video, or maybe, yeah, there's gonna be I'm pretty sure it's the next one that you'll see. So yeah, here I have basically just been looking through the wallpapers, trying to decide what I want here, and I'm very fussy, as you know. So I did initially put in this kind of boring, bland one, and then I thought, you know what, I like that chair railing or wainscoting. I'm not sure exactly. I think it's wainscoting, the wood paneling, but I didn't like the colors of it, and I thought, you know what, let's try to keep it that way, put in the carpeting, put in the flooring, and see where we go from there. So I will be coming back to the walls and changing those too. And I'm putting in this linoleum because this linoleum, I feel like I've seen a lot of older homes, so when you step onto, like, inside, it's not just like mud immediately on your carpets or your rugs. So I put that little thing there, and yeah, here we go. I think, yeah, I'm going to change the wall colors. So we know how fussy I am, and I probably went through a million swatches, 1,000,001 wallpapers, and then I actually even thought about putting sponge painting from the Nostalgia Living Stuff pack, but I decided against that because nobody wants sponge painting except for my parents in the early 90s. I was a really little kid, and like really little, and I was helping them, quote unquote, helping them sponge paint their kitchen. Their kitchen ended up being a light sky blue with white sponge paint. It was very beautiful. It was not beautiful. It was like that for years though. Yeah, so I tried that watermelon realness, and I decided it was too much. So we went ahead with this like peachy beige. And I think that's enough color. It's warm, it's homey, it's kind of dated. It's what I was looking for. So I think I stuck with that. I don't think I changed it up after that. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, sponge paint. I know that like now there was a trend recently of the lime washing, and I suppose that sponge painting was supposed to kind of be like a lime wash look, but it didn't really look like that at all. It wasn't good. But I wouldn't be surprised if they bring it back in its own way in the next few years, because everything comes back around. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, so I'm using my obligatory these bookcases from the Book Nook kit. I use them in pretty much every build, so I'm using it here too. Oh yeah, so I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like they slot strangely. Maybe it's my move objects cheat or something, but I do notice that like, yeah, I think I'm explaining it in my video, but like they slot strangely, like if you accidentally kind of put them in an odd spot, and then if you try to move them over, it's almost impossible. I don't know if that's just me or if that's like a glitch or what, but it's like they don't want to really sit right. So I usually have to like delete them completely, and then like the little toppers, and then go through there. Okay, yeah. So here I'm finding a bench that I thought you could put your shoes on, you know, before you go outside or when you come in, Mr. Rogers style. We're a kind of household where we do take shoes off. So when we come in the house and stuff, so it's nice to have some place to kind of like a bench or something. And I was going to put the horse ranch bench because I like the slim profile of it. But then I saw the Nostalgia Living stuff pack had a really awesome shoe bench, and it had like some kid shoes too, kind of like maybe the grandkids had come over and, you know, they kind of had just have all their shoes out and stuff. I just thought that looked really homey and nice with that wood swatch as well. Yeah, so let's see. Oh yeah, of course, because I'm fussy, I have to like pick the exact wood swatch that I need. that I need, right? Is that fun to watch, or is that annoying, or a little bit of everything? So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm putting a rug. So these braided rugs, I'm giving a hot take right now. I forgot. Okay, I just showed you the kitchen rug. Okay, I'm going to give you the hot take now. Okay. Sometimes I listen to people when they build and they talk about how they don't want to have rugs in the kitchen or bathroom. And I'm just going to tell you right now, if you're one of those people, you can put them in there, because most of them are made to go into the washing machine if you've got one. Yeah, they're made to be laundered, and you probably should be laundering them at least once a week. Because, okay, think about it. If you're in a kitchen and you're standing there chopping things or using the food processor or blender or whatever you're doing, or washing dishes, or even loading a dishwasher, or just cooking over the stove, it's nice to have something underfoot, you know, that won't be slippery, or, you know, you can have some cushion under there, because most surfaces are hard surfaces. Unless you have like a carpeted bathroom or kitchen, and then you have a whole nother problem. Then you wouldn't need it because you have a permanent one, I guess. Yeah, so it's nice to have the underfoot. And then in the bathroom, when you come out of your bath or your shower, you need something to kind of, you know, so that you won't slip. So it makes sense, you know? Hey. Just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, so now, I've put that rug in. We're looking for light fixtures. I think I just ended up going with that same cottage living, but I think I sized it down. I think I was looking at the boob light at first, like I did in the kitchen. Yeah, and that didn't work out. So I just went ahead and did the cottage living version. just size down. Just because I think it's like really classic. I think I could definitely see it in a place where it's just kind of the older fixtures. Like in our home that we've got very old fixtures like upstairs. I think it could be some kind of a reproduction of a vintage thing. We didn't put it up there. It was like that when we came in, but this house is almost 100 years old. So I think they're nice. I don't know. I just thought it fit. Yeah. So that harsh overhead lighting. I wanted to put some sconce lighting in this house, and I still might upstairs, but there just doesn't seem to be enough room on the walls because it's such a small building. I didn't put anything in the living room. I already furnished the living room and everything already. And I didn't put anything like that. So I don't know. I guess it's just because I feel like even though we do have sconce lighting and we have a few new nice ones, I feel like right now they're too big and they kind of look odd when you size them down, or if I have to use the tool mod, which I don't like to really use that often. I do use it and I'm getting better at it, but if I don't have to, I prefer not to because I'm lazy. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, I'm putting in switches. So I just thought in this house, light switches would just work out really well. I don't usually put them in every single build. I think I was debating on if I wanted to put a switch by the sink because I do that sometimes in some of my builds to make like there's a garbage disposal or something like that. But I didn't here because I don't think there's enough room. But yeah, the light switches, I don't use them very often, but I just thought these would look really good in this build. And I am pretty sure I'm putting them throughout. Sometimes I'll start a build and I'll put the light switches on and then I'll forget to put them everywhere else. That's what happens sometimes. So if you ever see me doing that, just leave me a kind, gentle comment saying, Mama Simsy, you forgot the light switch. And then I'll have to go back and I'll be sorry and I'll put it on there. I'll put them on there. Oh my gosh, my pass-through window, it looks so good. Oh my god. Yeah, like I'm going to be putting pass-through windows wherever I can. I'm even going to try to do some modern pass-through windows. I was looking on Pinterest the other day. And I just searched pass-through windows, dining room, and they have some modern looking ones. I was very surprised. It's almost like a food truck situation, like a flap up kind of thing, or just like a chunk out of the wall. So, it's possible. So if I do make some more contemporary builds, then yeah, I mean, I'm still going to put a pass-through in. Kind of like a half wall situation. I don't know. Yeah, so here I'm putting in some wall photographs. I'm going to be filling these as well as time goes of family and friends and stuff. I'm not doing them right away simply because I haven't made all of the Sims yet. Like I said, the kids are like the grown-up children. They're going to have families of their own. And so I haven't made them yet, but when I start making their homes and their children and all that, then I'll go ahead and I'll go through and make sure that I fill these so that there's family photos for everybody. And these photos are from the Nostalgia Living Stuff pack as well. The best custom content pack, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm having such a nice afternoon. It smells like pumpkin cheesecake in here because I'm baking a pumpkin cheesecake because tomorrow is my little pumpkin cheesecake, my daughter. It's her 3rd birthday and I'm so excited. And we're going to have pizza tomorrow night for dinner. And we don't really have pizza that often, so we're going to go out for pizza and we're going to come back and have some pumpkin cheesecake and have a little party. And there's going to be balloons. She doesn't know there's going to be balloons because we have the balloons down in the basement right now. And so when she wakes up, we're going to have the balloons already out so she can wake up to balloons in the house. So I'm so excited. And yeah, it just smells amazing. It's a little bit of a warmer day today. Like it's actually like, I think in almost 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So again, if you live in the Midwest or in the United States, sometimes you just have weird days like this where it's like last week it was in the 30s and 40s and now it's 80. Why? I am a cold weather girl. Like I prefer cool, cold weather. I make my husband watch movies with snow. So I like scary movies and preferably ones with snow. Last night we watched on Hulu, there was, I think it's called like No Way Out or something. I don't know. But it was like this snow movie and the plot was fine. It was a pretty good movie. But at the same time, it was like set in this really snowy overpass station area. And I loved it. It was the best. I hope this year that we get like 5 million billion tons of snow dropped on us. Okay, so here I'm starting on the living room and I'm putting in a powder room. I originally was just going to have just this be a upstairs bathroom situation, just like most houses. They have like one bathroom for the entire house, like my house only has one bathroom for the entire house and it's all the way upstairs and I hate it so much. But this actually is going to have a powder room. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, I think that if you can have like a small powder room or bathroom, that is for the best. Because I'm someone that I get busy doing what I'm doing, or I'm watching my little one and I like hold until the very last minute and then I have to like run to the bathroom. And that's not really fun to go up two flights of steps for me, or stairs for me. But that's what I do because, yeah. And there's not even a place really like plumbing wise to put a powder room in our little bungalow here. So I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to get used to it. It's been about a little over a year that we've lived here now. So I guess I'm used to it. I don't know. I gotta make exceptions for my habits. Oh yeah, that little flower thing that I'm like twirling around. I think I brought that out like before I even started building the walls because I was like, I want to make an entire house built around this, that I can smell that old, dried, dusty, dank, potpourri flower smell. And you know that it's like obligatory. Every single grandma, grandpa house has to have something like that. Yeah. So yeah, like I think I was going to put a fireplace in this place, but then I decided like, oh my gosh, they're all huge, so it's not really going to work. So I kind of scrapped that idea and I just kind of put one of those big giant 1990s, I mean maybe they were before then, maybe 1980s, I don't know, but as a kid of the 90s, that's what I know is that those big giant entertainment systems, which you'll see in a bit. But now I'm just picking out the wallpaper. And yeah, I think I was gonna go initially with like one of those big patterned, like crazy nostalgia living pack, like floral wallpapers. And then I thought, maybe just a Maxis wallpaper with florals. And then I don't know. I mean, there are so many cool wallpapers in that nostalgia living stuff. Like that one, I was really, really thinking I wanted that one. Or there's like a floral one, I think this one. But then I thought it's cool for a couch, but it's not really cool for this entire room. It's a little bit busy. But I didn't want to do any kind of like, I don't really think that a statement wall would have been the thing back when they were originally decorating this house. So I think that I didn't go all that big. I just kind of went with like a regular sort of just plainer. I think it's like green or brown or something. I can't remember. Apparently it's been 84 years since I've actually like done this. It's been about a little under a month since I've decorated this place, but I opened the game like yesterday, so it's not like I didn't see it yesterday. It's a lot. When you're a mom, it feels like 84 years. Everything feels like 84 years. Or in the case of your child growing up, it's like 2 minutes and she's already 3 years old. How? She was just like a newborn 2 minutes ago. Okay, yeah, so I went with that green and I'm putting up some Venetian blinds. Oh my God. Okay, again, with my parents' house in the 90s. My parents had Venetian blinds in their bedroom that were like mauve, like purplish mauve, like light kind of. Terrible. Oh my gosh. They don't have them, thank goodness, in this pack, this CC pack. But like, if they had them, I might use them, but they didn't have them. So you're welcome, because I would have. Oh yeah, so I'm choosing some drapery. And I think there's like 2 versions of draperies. There's like a fatter and a thinner one. So I'm pretty sure I picked the thinner ones. I was trying to figure out what was different about them. And then I think I figured it out. I really like these though. I like the plaid. I think they look really nice. Kind of with everything and how homey they look. And I think I wanted this like spice type brown autumny wood aesthetic that was kind of, it just feels so homey to me. How many times am I going to say homey and cozy? That's going to be my keywords, I guess. That's going to be my thing. Oh my, yeah, I'm putting in the home entertainment system now. I'm so excited. Okay, so my grandma had one of these giant ones. My parents didn't have one, but my grandma's house had one. And the doors they had on them, they were like glass instead of that wood paneling. And so she would put like photographs and different things. She had her records in there. Like I think I was talking about them initially, being the glass on the grandma's house. And oh yeah, sorry, I'm just all over the place, but this China hutch. So I didn't see this China hutch until I was pulling that out, that piece, that entertainment center piece out. And I was like, I really want to put that somewhere, but I wanted to put one of those big giant record players. So I ended up putting that into the dining room, and it turned out really like a really good place for it. There's just a corner that was just begging for it, like a little China hutch, corner hutch. And I just ended up putting in some little extra china and some figurines and different little things like that in here. Things you would display, like little ornaments, and I think there's some trophies at the top or something. So yeah, and I also pulled out that thing, that vase thing with like the feathers or grass straw in it. It's just something, it's like that weird faux Afrocentric stuff that my grandma might have in her house that I just thought would fit here. So I end up using that, and I'm going to now, I think, furnish this entertainment system. I didn't realize it at the time, but I think only the television that comes with this Nostalgia Living pack slots to this, which was fine with me because I wanted to use this. I kind of feel like Birdie and Al don't really watch a lot of television necessarily. It was kind of like more for the kids when they were living at home. Yeah, see, I was finding out that nothing really slotted there but that TV. So we still have this old big giant boxy TV, and I put out a gaming system as well that came with this, which you'll see a VCR, a cable box, like it had it all. But I would hazard to guess that maybe Al likes to watch some sports games now and then. And maybe him and Al, just him and his friends and his sons like to come over and maybe watch some sports, or something like that. Or maybe Birdie likes to catch up on, some of her stories, as they say, the grandmas. And then I think I'm going to put a little, like a smaller TV upstairs in the main bedroom for them. Maybe they like to watch a little TV as they're going to sleep or something. I don't know. But I have that hi-fi as well, which I believe that hi-fi actually works as a radio. So again, the music in this household, like that's a big deal. And I like how old this looks. Like maybe they bought it way back in the day and they're like still keeping it together and maintaining it and like spraying it out with the canned air to keep it going. I don't know. It just looks cool. So I have that, and then I'm going to be putting in that big cool record player in a bit too. And I found this clock, I guess. Oh, I put that in the kitchen, I think. Yeah. I put it in the kitchen. Just thought that looked nice to have a clock like that. Again, from the Nostalgia Living Pack. And I used that ceiling fan too in the living room, which you'll see shortly here. So, yeah. So do you remember, or have you ever seen, or do you still have in your home, those big giant 90s ceiling fans? And yeah, that thing. I think I might have sized it down for this room. And it's like got the brass. It's got the brass, and they're probably like so old. And then when they go, it like walks its way across the room because it's so uneven, and it like jiggles all over the place. Yeah, there it is in all of its glory. Yeah. Yeah, I sized it down because that thing is huge. And they were huge in real life too, like those big giant ones. Yeah, I remember like when I was a kid and people will be playing or like sweeping or doing something, and you accidentally like stretch up holding something and you like break the glass globe on the ceiling fan. Oh no. This is raining glass and you're just crying and screaming. And yeah, is that just me? Is that just an experience I've had? That happened to us when we were first moving into our home before this one, the last home that we rented. We were freaking out because the kitchen has a ceiling fan, and it had one of those big glass globe light fixtures to like cover the light bulb. And as the movers were like bringing stuff in, they like and like hit the glass and it broke everywhere. And I don't think we ever replaced it. I don't think we ever did, but we still got our deposit back. So that's good. Yeah, I mean, that's good. Okay, so I put in a thermostat here. I really like to have an old-timey looking thermostat. Thermostat? What's a thermostat? I don't know. A thermostat? Because I remember seeing in like my grandma's house, my parents' house, like that round metal looking thing. I just think we need more thermostats. It doesn't have to be so old as that, but just like a variety of things. Kind of like how we have those light switches where they're kind of like different color variation, where they have like the white and they have like that like beigey old looking. Yeah, something like that would be nice, but for thermostats. I guess that would have to be maybe like a pack refresh or something, because it came with seasons. I don't know. Maybe I can just look for CC, because I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to put that on. They're not going to implement that into the game just for me, unfortunately. Even though they should, so that you could watch it and you could also live vicariously in the grandma and grandpa home through the Sims. Okay, so I'm putting some more of those Nostalgia Living Stuff Pack frames. Again, these will all have photos in them eventually. I just think a home like this needs tons and tons of memorabilia and family pictures and portraits and little moments, snapped. That's one thing I would like to do, I think, this year is this new year, 2024, I'd like to maybe print out some of our digital stuff, like from our phones, some of our snapshots, and just kind of have them throughout the house, like an old person house, Let's just bring that back. I have a few prints, like larger prints that we have, like on canvas that we got printed out. But I just kind of want some little things, kind of like a 90s kid, like just putting them in some actual picture frames. Like, okay, middle school, mid to late 90s, right here. That's me. Maybe you can guess my age, but disposable cameras. Oh my gosh, that was the best. And you never knew what it was going to be like. You just took the picture and you didn't know how it was going to turn out. And then you had to go to like Walmart or something or wherever, and just hope for the best. That was living. Like, I know I'm cringe. I know I'm like an old lady millennial, but like that was really living, because you didn't know and you just had to like deal with it if it didn't come out. And you didn't really care. And even if it was just all terrible and underexposed or overexposed or not enough light, too much light, like you did it, and then you put it in that frame or you put it in that photo album and you were happy. That was the day, that was the time. Those were the memories. That's how you would remember it. Oh yeah, so I'm talking about the VCR and the cable box and the hi-fi. There's actually a TV remote that goes with this as well, which I pull out and put it on the coffee table. Oh, and those magazines. Okay, so again, when I was a kid, my mom loved magazines. I know like everybody loved magazines, but it was like specifically Women's Day. Gosh, what else was it? Like those types of lady magazines, like like the ones for moms, like Better Homes and Gardens and Real Simple. Oh my God, Real Simple was my favorite. I feel like Real Simple was like Magnolia kind of like back then, and it's probably still around, but like the magazines, girl, I tell you, like, did I think I was a home interior design master? Yes, I did, because I read those, and that is why I am doing what I'm doing now. Yes, playing on The Sims and decorating homes because of Real Simple. Yes. Oh, and Domino, but that was kind of more after, like more my high school days, but regardless, yeah. Shout out, thumbs up for Domino and Real Simple. Let's do it. So I went ahead and I kind of was running out of time, so I kind of went off screen and picked out a bunch of furniture that I liked, so I didn't have to be so fussy on screen. So I went through and I got these really cute red floral matching chair and sofa. Gosh, what's the word? What are words? Cannot do words. And I'm just showing you the swatches. They have all kinds of awesome like stripes and plaids and florals and even some plain swatches. So it's such a cool, and I love the way that everything kind of looks kind of like worn down and just sat on a lot. It is like the perfect CC pad. And then I've got this red Laundry Day rug. I just thought that kind of fit in with everything since I have some spice and red notes. And it's got some blue in there too. And I kind of wanted that because it matched that photo above the sofa. I have that old pixelated base game painting. It's got like music and stuff, which I thought was kind of like nice for this family. But when you size it up, it's very pixelated and terrible. But what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Oh yeah, so if you can kind of see, there's the coffee table that's from the Nostalgia Living Stuff pack, and that plant, and then there is the TV remote that I put on there too. So yeah, believe I sized it down slightly. No, just the plant got sized down slightly. I just wanted to kind of have enough room for everybody to kind of move around the space, and I did play test that, so it does work. And then I put this little side table. The side table and the lamp are from the Nostalgia Living Stuff pack as well. And so that the dried potpourri flowers are going to go on there too. They didn't slot right, so I just did the old workaroo around thing. And this pillow. So I just kind of like put the pillow on there, and I wanted to pick the swatch out with you guys, but it doesn't really work now because I already picked it. I'm doing a voiceover, so it's not as good, and I already know that I was going to pick that one. I use that same table. I think it's the same side table with that featherly thing there. You can put your little drinks down on there with a coaster. And here's the record player, which I kind of pre-slotted that kind of vintage looking lamp onto as well, with that faux Afrocentric print above it. Again, is it Afrocentric? I don't know, but it kind of looks like that, and so is going on there. And then these pillows. So these like upholstery type pillows, I just thought these were so cool. I saw some of these in a thrift store recently, and I was like, I really want them, but they're kind of stinky. So I was kind of like, how do I clean them? I don't want to ruin them, but I think you can steam them to kind of get some of the nastiness. I don't know, but I'd really like to have some upholstery pillows. Anyway, I think we're wrapping up, and I just want to thank you guys today. Thank you for bearing with this particular part of the series. The subsequent series are the audio is better. Everything is more put together. We're actually pulling stuff out together. I apologize, but I really wanted to get this part out because I really love the way that this turned out, this living room and the foyer area. So I put out that little mug there. It's got like the paintedness, kind of like maybe one of the grandkids or the kids made it at some point, so they drink from it. And I put these really cool little circular prints that I found too. I just thought that kind of fit the grandpa vibe. So yeah. Again, I'm gonna wrap it up here, and next is the powder room and the music / birdies plant area, which is like the garage. So I'll be building that on screen with you guys next time. And just have a good day, make good choices, and try to find some contentment today. Try to relax, make sure that you get some good rest, and I'll see you next time. Bye.